It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over. At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Down the right sideline. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll run with Robinson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game. His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Pickett back to the air on 2nd down. It's caught at the 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Pat Freiermuth, 46 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Pickett. And that is incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Pickett. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Forced out to his left. That's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 36 yards on the play.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Back to the air, Fields on 2nd down. Got a man, it's London. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still.
Well, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Here we go. Extend. Right.
Now Fields. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
EQ. Hey, can't. Sorry.
Here's Fields. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Back to throw. Fields. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. His dad certainly had a few of these. Joey Porter Jr. there for the sack. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. There's your co-NFL record holder, T. Best, terrorizing quarterbacks. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play. So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here we go, son.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. And now they're in the hurry-up. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They go up the middle with Chubb. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 73 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, that's a key. They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Here's Johnson with a reception. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Up the middle, it's Chubb. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Chubb again. And this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third? And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Steelers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go, son.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now it's Fields. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. On play action, Fields sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. And this is caught. 33 yards that time.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
They'll give it to Chubb. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Off the option, that's complete. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Third and goal, they're going with Chubb. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Back to throw, Pickett. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Steelers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now an option play on second down. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. Justin Fields, 79 yards. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit.
Here we go.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Right.
Fields trying to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. Pickett lost it. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Pickett. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. They'll set up to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear